Just 2 years ago he was the Wimbledon boys champion. Now he's the boy man who watched a deeper Wimbledon dig disappear into the might-have-been ether. Denis Shapovalov will learn from that. There's more wisdom attained in the losing than the winning. Rosie DeMana writes that Denis Shapovalov, just 19, will learn from his defeat at this year's Wimbledon. Now it's time for the Toronto native to go home and rest. Clive Brunskill, Getty Images. The 19-year-old from Richmond Hill, among the most hot young things in the tennis universe, his blonde good looks gracing multiple magazine covers, star ascending, stubbed his toe in the second round of the tournament on Thursday, falling in a fourth-set tiebreaker to Frenchman Benoit Paire. A match where the teenager, clear crowd favorite at the All England club, came out blazing, clobbering per 6-love in the opening set. Then stumbled as Paire collected himself, prevailing 6-2, 6-4, 7-6, 3, somewhere, the dynamist Shapovalov had asserted banished. And nobody is as mystified by that as Shapovalov. Article continued below. I had all the momentum after the first set and I blew that, a disappointed Shapovalov, seeded 26, told reporters afterwards. Not to take anything away from Paire, who played defense superbly and blunting his always aggressive opponent. But probably too aggressive, rushing and missing too many returns, with big swings that Paire handled with cool aplomb. Quick points, quick games in an encounter that was completed in 2 hours and 12 minutes. Read more. Maria Sharapova, Petra Kvitova. Latest big names to fall in Wimbledon's first round. Damian Cox. Wimbledon opens, in World Cup's shadow. Damian Cox. Rising star Denis Shapovalov would benefit from a little time and pace. Too many first serves missed by Shapovalov as well, only 54% of them in. Article continued below. The kid just couldn't sustain the level of tennis he'd brought onto court 3, it's probably the big key of it. Shapovalov agreed. Have to look over the match again and just do some brainstorming, find out why this kind of thing keeps happening. It was the same story in the French Open. I had a lot of momentum going my way and then all of a sudden it just slipped away from me. Shapovalov had difficulty getting on top of the unseeded Paire's serve, 9 aces, and only 34% of receiving points won. The day truly turned on a crucial set point that could have delivered the fourth frame to Shapovalov and tied the match. Instead he missed the break chance, Paire dodging the bullet with a perfect lob to the baseline, Shapovalov banging his racket in dismay. Paire held serve, sending the match to a tiebreak wherein Shapovalov failed to convert a pair of mini breaks after gifted with a double fault. Paire, defeated by the Canadian earlier this year, made hasty work of it. After that, it's about sustaining that momentum. Shapovalov reiterated. That's what the top players do so well, like Roger and Rafa. When they're in the lead they play even better and it's even tougher to play against them. It's the second time where I have let it slip in the last 2 slams. It was close, especially in the fourth set. It was a couple of points. Could have gone my way. But I'll get through it. The lefty turned the tennis world on its ear last year, breaking into the top 50 youngest to do so since Rafael Nadal in 2004 and soaring to a No. 23 global ranking. He's currently ranked No. 25 and was bidding to reach the third round for the first time at his second Wimbledon, building on the round of 16 achievement from the US Open last summer. It's been wall-to-wall tennis ever since, and perhaps that's starting to wear on a young man not yet 20 years old. Hasn't been home since April. Time for a little rest and searching, he said. First I'm going to go visit to Toronto, see my parents. See my dogs. Just regroup a little bit, maybe soak up some sun in the Bahamas. Just chill out. Good idea, dude. His elimination at SW19 left No. 13 seed Milos Raonic, from Thornhill, as the lone Canadian still alive in singles play. He has a Friday third-round date with Denis Novak of Austria. Second round and done for Canadian compatriot Jeannie Bouchard, halted in her tracks, 4-match winning streak, including qualifiers, over, ousted 6-4, 7-5 by No. 17 seed Ashley Barty of Australia. The 24-year-old from Westmount, K, is a long way removed from her splashy ingenue days when she reached the Wimbledon women's final in 2014, as well as the semis of French Open and Australian Open. She remains a media magnet though. No press conference in the big media room afterwards. Yet, 17 journalists crammed into a small room to collect Bouchard's thoughts afterwards, which seemed to take her aback too. "Well, it's nice to see you all. I think we should have been in a bigger room. This is kinda weird. If you guys care about me, then that's cool." It should be noted that Bouchard is coming off an abdominal injury that caused her to miss 2 months on tour before the French Open. Bouchard led 5-2 in the second set against Barty, but, as has become her pattern when opportunities yawn open, fumbled. Asked later where she is in her tennis arc now, Bouchard responded defensively, "It's the middle of my career. I don't know how to define it. It's definitely not the end of my career like some people think. I'm here to stay, like it or not." Rosie DiMano is a columnist based in Toronto covering sports and current affairs. Follow her on Twitter, @RoDiMano.